I went to Mountain Street.
Yeah.
Mountain Street, Newtown.
Yep.
And there's this big building, two-story building. So I went in, and a man came to the door. He said, "Yes, what can I do for you, little lady?" I said, "I'm looking for work, and I heard that you wanted people understood how to candle and pickle eggs, and also about bacon and different cheese and things like that." He said, "Yes." He said, "I certainly do." And I said, he said, "I'm an American, and I'm here in Australia to open a farmers' union." And he said, "I need someone to candle and pick and show us how we pickle eggs, for all about eggs." I said, "I can tell you everything about eggs."
Just tell me what candling an egg means, Al.
Right?
What does candling an egg mean?
Well, they had strong lights hanging down from the ceiling,
Yeah.
and we had on the bench in front of us, we had a case of eggs,
Right.
and then they'd give me a light,
Yep.
and I'd have to hold it up,
Each egg.
each hand,
Yeah. The egg.
two
One.
in each hand.
One in each hand. Yeah. Or
No,
two. Two eggs in each hand.
Yeah. And I'd twist the eggs around, and I'd turn the eggs around and look at them, and I'd tell them exactly what was in the egg.
So this was a way of checking eggs for
Yeah.
deformities and
I
things.
could see. I used to find a cancer in egg.
A cancer.
Yeah, you can find a cancer in egg. Yeah. Well, then I did.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went through all that with him. So he gave me the job.
Ah.
And he told me the wages. At the moment when he gave me the wages, I thought to myself, well, that's not much, but, you know, any port in the storm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm walking down the street and I thought, God, that lousy wage. That'll only just pay the rent. So I thought to myself, and another thing too, I said, I'm older than that, that's only junior's wages. And I'm talking to myself. So I walked back to the bloke.
The American bloke, yeah.
Yeah, and I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Darling," that's his name, Mr. Darling. Excuse me, Mr. Darling. And I said, I was walking down the street and I thought, well, I'm not a junior, I'm a senior. And I explained the whole thing over to him. He said, "Oh, goodness me," he said, "what a terrible error I was making, wasn't I?" He didn't quiver. He gave me the
Extra.
extra wages. Yeah. So I went over as happy as Larry. I had a constant job then for a while.
Did you? You kept that for a while?
Oh yeah, about 12 months.
And good job, huh?
Yeah.
How many eggs could you check in an hour, for example? Several boxes, or?
Well, each box held 30 dozen.
30 dozen.
Or 15 dozen.
Mm-hmm.
You had 15 dozen packets. I think 30 dozen was,
Right.
and I'd do about 8 or 10 of them a day.
Of those boxes?
Yeah.
Boy, so if you were doing 30 dozen in a box and you did, that's like 300 dozen or something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we used to have boys lift the boxes sometimes.
Up,
If he didn't lift them well, we'd have to lift them ourselves.
because they were heavier.
And all about as heavy. I strained a tube in the right side and had to get that fixed up.
Now, in those days, were the eggs mostly white or brown?
brown and white, but we had to put the brown to one side for special.
They were especially regarded, were they?
Only by the here in Australia.
Uh-huh.
They didn't send them overseas.
Oh, really? This was for export, some of these eggs?
All of these I'm talking about came
Really?
export. But the brown didn't. The brown stayed here in Australia.
Yeah. I heard that during the war, the way they used to make eggs last a long time is that they used to cover the egg in Vaseline or something like that
No, I never heard that.
to stop the air getting into it.
No, we used to put them in the freezer.
Freezer or cold room. Not
Cold
you
room.
wouldn't freeze them because they'd crack.
Cold room.
Yeah. So they would go overseas in a ship, I guess, would they?
Yeah, go straight over to England.
Really? And this American guy was organising all of that.
Yeah.
Amazing.